In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, peace and blessing of Allah be upon our Prophet Muhammad. Dear first intermediate students, peace be upon you. Mr. Al Akbar speaking. Our lesson today is about future with going to, as we mentioned. Let's move to worksheet page 13. As we mentioned, we form the future going to with the verb be in the present, am is are, going to plus the base form of the verb. For example, she is going to buy a jacket. She is going to buy a jacket. But when I use the verb go or to go, we use going to only. For example, Ted's going to go swimming next week. But I can use it, Ted's going swimming next week, without to go, without the verb to go. And also there are some time expressions: tomorrow, tonight, next month, next year, next week, next Tuesday, in an hour, or in a year, etc., or soon, as I mentioned before. Now let's move to exercise 1. Use the future with going to. Try to get the answer of the first question in number 1. A. Use the verb drive to Jeddah today. How can I confirm? How can I emphasize this question? How can I do this? First of all, we use with you, we use are. For example, are you going to drive to Jeddah today? Now let us highlight it. For example, are you going to drive to Jeddah today? Yes, I am. I leave in 3 hours. In 3 hours, it is a time expression that expresses the future, so we can use am going to leave. I'm going to leave in 3 hours. Okay. Now let's move to number 2. They not cook tonight. Who can tell me? Not cook tonight. So this sentence, it will be in the negative form. It will be in the negative form, as we mentioned. How can I get the negative form? With the verb not cook. They, am, is, or are. They are. Good. Are going, or are not. Are not, or aren't going to cook. Okay, let us highlight it. highlight it with yellow. Now let's move to number 3. We also, in number 2, they have dinner at an Arabic restaurant. Have dinner. Use the verb have. They are going to have. They are going to have. They are going to have dinner at an Arabic restaurant. Number 3. Sin is very excited because he visit Mexico City next summer. Use the verb visit in the future with going to. How can we use it? He good is going to visit Mexico City next summer. Number 4, let's go again to the negative form, not meet. How can I get them? How can I get the answer? I'm not going to meet. Yes, very good. Let's highlight. Okay, and also I'm not going to meet Larry tomorrow. I'm very busy. There is another section in the future, another type of the future with will. It is the main form of the future اللي هي معناها سوف. We form the affirmative form of the future with will. We started the sentence with the subject. A subject may be a noun or a pronoun, as we use I, he, she, it, you, we, they as a pronoun. But we also can use nouns, a singular noun as in Ali, and a plural noun as in boys, students, and so on. The short form of the negative will not is won't. It won't be. For example, it won't be cold tomorrow. It won't be cold. It means it will not be cold tomorrow. يعني لن يكون الجو باردا غدا. Now let's move to the sentences quickly. Match the two halves of the sentences and try to get the answer. For example, okay? Let's draw the text box to write in it. Okay. Number 1, for example, take a map with you. Take a map with you. And it will be E. Okay. E, or you will get lost. Don't eat junk food. Don't eat junk food. Number 2. Number 2. And number 1. Number 1. E. Now let's move to number Number 2. Two takes what? Don't eat junk food. Don't eat junk food. Or you will be late for school, or you will wake your father up, or you will get thirsty, or you will get chubby. Huh. Very good. 2 takes D. Don't eat junk food or you will get chubby. Get dressed. Get dressed. Okay? Get dressed. Number 3. Get dressed يعني ارتدي ملابسك. البس. Get dressed or you will be late for school. Hey, good. Okay. Number 4. Let's concentrate. Number 4. Don't make any noise. Don't make any noise يعني توقف عن إحداث الضوضاء أو الصخب. Or you will wake your father up. You will wake your father up. Now let's move to number 5, the last one. Okay. The last one is number 5. Number 5, take some water with you, and it's the last one, C, or you will get thirsty. سوف تشعر بالعطش. Okay, now let's move to page 14. Page 14, as we mentioned, it is a modal verb must or mustn't in the negative form. How can we use must? We use must to express obligation. To express obligation. You must go now. يجب أن. الإلزام obligation. الإلزام ده في زمن مضارع. You must go now. You must stop. You must stop at the traffic light, and so on. The negative form mustn't or must not to express prohibition, المنع أو التحريم. You mustn't talk in class. You mustn't use your phone in the hospital, and so on. Now let's move to, my dear students, complete exercise A. Complete the sentence with must and mustn't. It is very easy. How can we use them? For example, in number 1, you take a map with you. You take a map with you so as not to get lost. يعني تاخذ معك الخريطة لئلا تفقد أو تضيع. We use good must. We use must take. We use must for obligation. الإلزام. I'm getting up early tomorrow, so I go to bed early tonight. Again, I'm getting up early tomorrow. سأستيقظ tomorrow early tomorrow غدا مبكرا. So I must go to bed early or mustn't? Yes, must. Good. We use must. Why? I must go to bed early so as to get up early. And number 3, you must or mustn't eat chocolate and sweets. Okay? This is an advice. You must eat chocolate and sweets. Too much chocolate. Huh? Must or mustn't? Yes, mustn't. Mustn't. Good. You mustn't eat too much sweets and chocolate. Okay, but you must eat salad. Yes, good. You must eat salad. تاكل سلطة خضروات. I think it is very now number 4, you use your mobile phone in the library. استخدم جوالك في المكتبة. I think it's not acceptable. You use must or mustn't? Mustn't. Good. Mustn't. Use must not or mustn't. Okay. Number 5, when it's hot and sunny, you drink a lot of water. You drink a lot of water. تشرب الكثير من الماء. طيب أنا عايز دلوقتي أنت هتخمن تستخدم must ولا mustn't ولا متأكد. When it's hot and sunny يكون الجو حار ومشمس. Drink a lot of water. You must. Good. You must. Okay. Number 6, you exercise. You blank or space. Exercise every day to keep fit. You must. Good. Use must for obligation. لكي تبقى بلياقة بدنية عالية. Complete with must again. Exercise B with must or mustn't. Try to concentrate. Try to pay attention. Please pay attention here. Complete with must and mustn't. Number 1, I leave now. It's very late and it's getting dark. So must or mustn't? Must. Good. I must leave now. لابد أن أغادر أمشي أروح الآن. It's very late and it's getting dark. Number 2, you drink water from rivers. You drink water from rivers. You must or mustn't from rivers. I think it's not acceptable because it's not clean water. So we must not or mustn't drink water from rivers directly. Number 3, we eat healthy food. We eat healthy food. Must or mustn't? Healthy food. طعام الصحي. Yes, must. We must eat healthy food. Healthy food. ناكل طعام صحي. يجب. Exercise C, it's very easy. Number 1, complete the spelling of the words under each picture. The spelling, map, خريطة, map, letter M, very good. Very good. It's a map, okay? Yes, very good. Okay, now let's move to torch. Torch. Yes. Torch. Torch. Tent. Tent. Okay, let's highlight it the O or R. Highlight R. Tent. The last letter. tent. Very good. الخيمة. Let's highlight it. Highlight the sound. T. Map, torch, and tent. Okay, very good, my dear students. Now let's move to comparative adjective. Oh, do you remember a comparative adjective? All one-syllable adjectives and most two-syllable adjectives. Try to get the answers for this question, complete with comparative adjectives. Do you think, in number 1, do you think that basketball is popular than football? How can we compare this adjective? How can we compare it? Just concentrate. Just remember, as we mentioned, popular, one syllable or two syllable adjective and more. Yes, two syllable adjectives or more. We use more, popular. Good, very, very good. We use more, more popular. Now let's move to number 2. Today cars are fast than they were in the past. Today cars are fast than. It's one syllable adjective. Very good. Faster. Excellent. Faster. Faster because it is one syllable adjective. One syllable adjective. Yes. Good. It is a regular case, as we mentioned. It is an irregular case. Good. The better. Good. Better. Is better at math than George. Very good. Write the correct word under each picture. I think it is very easy. And I leave it to you to write them and send me back so that your homework will be exercise B and C. Try to do them and send me back again as a homework. See you next time. Goodbye.